driving on the lawn, sleeping on the roof, drinking all the alcohol. All the kids from school will be naked in the pool when our parents are away on Fire Island. Cranking up the tunes until the windows break, feeding chocolate to the dog, jumping on the couch till the feathers all come out when our parents are away on Fire Island. We're old enough by now to take care of each other. We don't need no babysitter. We don't need no father or mother. We're old enough by now. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you remember last December when we went to Steamboat Springs? Hi, people, hi. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum.
Are you gonna play some Jimmy Buffett songs? He just died.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett died, y'all. Yeah. That's very, very sad. He floated away to Margaritaville or whatever's calling him. Hey, everybody, it's Lauro. Hi. Hi, how are you? Hi.
We're here.
Hi, we're here. We're back. We're totally back, y'all. So listen, so much has happened since we last spoke, since we last met. We had a double celebration of what was collectively 75 years. 75 fucking years of marriage. Wow. That's a lot of marriage. Am I right? Lots and lots of marriage. Of course, my folks had their 50th wedding anniversary, and then Laurel and I had our 25th. And as I said at the party, that's not something that happens in most people's lifetimes. I was relaying this to somebody, and they're like, "Yeah, well, marriages don't last for one thing," and that weeds out a lot of the people right there. So very grateful on that front that my folks have found this wonderful love, and of course I would crawl over 8 miles of broken glass in the shadow of my wife. So it's all worked out very well. And hi, Kathy, how are you, kid? We had a wonderful crew of folks here at the manse. Christine is here. Listen, so many things have happened since we spoke last that I figure once everybody gets here, we'll probably just jump right into the game. And then, of course, I have a series of cards that are going to act as mnemonic devices for me to be like, oh, yeah, I meant to tell you about Fuzz eating a taco filled with pudding. I'll get to that.
My hair is too big. I don't know what to do about it. It's hot outside. It's humid a little bit. My hair is expanding like a freaking sponge. I don't know.
I think it looks glorious. Hey, Eric Atwood's here. Eric Atwood was just over here, and gets roped into doing house shit every time. He can't walk.
Eric, I tried to put the light up and it fell out of the ceiling.
It fell
and now
out
I'm
of the ceiling.
upset.
Yeah. This has set Laura off in a terrible, terrible mood.
Now I'm in a mood.
Yeah.
I went all the way to Home Depot. I got that light bulb that you said to get, and then I tried to put it in, and then it fell onto the floor, and I was like, "That's it."
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, this is the afternoon that she's having here. So it's our job here to uplift her on the program tonight. That is our solemn task to make Lauro get in a better mood.
And it was dangling out of the ceiling, and I tried to take a picture like, should it be doing this? And then it just crashed. It just fell all the way out. So
it isn't often
I get it wrong.
It isn't often I get to use this sound effect. I won't fuck with electrical stuff. Lighting, none of it. Listen.
It's just a light bulb. You just have to push it back up into the ceiling.
I don't know if that's true. And and really, I don't fuck around with things that have to do with electricity, right? I think that's that's fair, right? I'm not handy. I can, fix, standard basic shit, but I absolutely draw the line on anything that could send an arc of electricity through me, weld my sneakers to the floor.
So I tried to do it, and now instead of just having one light bulb out, I have two.
Eric says to keep your hair out of the lights. So that's
happening next. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know. I give up.
Stefan doesn't want to walk down to Electric Avenue. I'm gonna. What was it? I'm gonna rock on down. I think. Yeah. Eddie Grant. Oh no!
And then you'll take it
rock on down to Electric Avenue.
That's what happened to my hair.
And then we'll take it. Hiya! Bum, 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 bum. I thought so. There's
my hair could be flow from it. It could go there. It could go.
Well, kiss her grits.
Kiss my grits.
Kiss her grits. There's an Electric Avenue in Venice, right off of Abbot Kinney, and I thought to myself, oh, that's where he got this. No, Eddie Grant. There's Electric Avenue in Kingston, Jamaica, where he's from, where the reggae comes from.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Stefan is a handy's man.
What does that mean?
Good with my hands. That's what she means. Fine. Sure. Well, let's get the sexual innuendo started early on the fine program here tonight, shall we? Absolutely. How are you? Apart from being in a poo mood about the light falling out.
Not even about that. It was so hot outside. I was like trying to do the regular Saturday things, and they just got hotter and hotter, and my hair got bigger and bigger, and then the light fell out, and now I'm in a stinky mood.
Now we're at the point where once we get past Labor Day, every sunny day is going to be a personal assault to Laura. She'll give it a pass through summer, as long as we're officially in the summer months.
It's
June,
July,
July,
right? But
August.
now it's September. I need it to be spooky.
It's going to start to piss her off. Hi, Mom. Hi. We were just talking about you guys and how you just celebrated 50 fucking years of marriage. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely astonishing. Yeah, their actual anniversary was the 31st. It is. I said a lot of things at the party, and I managed to not cry when I said them because I was so moved by the occasion. It was really an extraordinary, special occasion. It's like this is a mathematical anomaly on a number of different levels. I was telling my therapist about it. I'm like, it doesn't really happen with people. She goes, that's because most marriages don't last. It's like, okay, so starting there, we'll start with that as table stakes. But
that's cynical.
Right, but then, the fact that we had a 25-year anniversary on basically this, we celebrated that on the same day as the 50-year anniversary. One of your children is having their respective and their partner having a 25-year while you're having your 50. That just doesn't, mathematically, Ray, help me out here, that seems like an anomaly. It doesn't seem like that would come around that often, right?
I agree. And a couple of people said, "Did you get married on your in-laws' anniversary?" And I was like, "No, not on purpose. That was when the venue was available."
The venue was available. It was Labor Day weekend. Yeah. We thought, well, people can make a trip and come on up, right? Yeah. So we figured that was
like everybody's, Labor Day weekend. Oh, Eric wants to put things. Eric's like, let's put things in Laura's hair. Okay.
Well, we found something. We'll get to this in a second. We found something in the driveway that may have come from the tow truck at the party. But listen,
pen is gone.
There's so much to cover here, gang. Hi, people, hi. So yes, we are just freshly celebrated off our extraordinary, once-in-a-lifetime 25-50 combination anniversary party, and thanks to all of you for who were able to make the scene.
Christina was there at the wedding.
Christina was actually at the wedding. I know, and
should have come to the party.
Thank you for those. For those of you who were at the wedding, thank you especially for those who were also at the at the party over the weekend. It was very, very meaningful.
It was really fun.
Really incredible. So we just were grateful to all of you. I figured what we would do is, because we have so much to cover, that as opposed to doing
like an improv show, like a what is it called? Armando Diaz.
Yes, it's the Armando Diaz. Yeah.
I almost said Armando Flores, but
I
that's
know.
Yeah, that's
our friend Armando Flores. There's a guy who he was kind of a seminal figure in the LA improv scene. His name was Armando Diaz, and then our friend's name, of course, Mondo's last name is Flores. He was here for my birthday.
So
we were playing music. We were playing music, and at one point we were playing music for people, and he's playing bass, I'm playing piano, and I stopped. I'm like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Armando Flores." And for a second, I'm like, That is his name, right? That would be a terrible mistake to make.
Because you were going to call him
White.
Armando Diaz.
Super white,
Yeah.
right? You can't slip up with shit like that when you're this white. I'm very, very white, you see.
You have to be careful.
Gotta be very, very careful.
You're canceled.
So listen,
You're canceled.
Suzanne Zabo, what's up?
Hi.
We're gonna be on Zabe's show as a couple.
I'm so nervous
It's
about
gonna be
this,
super
though,
fun.
because
Yeah.
I don't think well on my feet. Does anybody remember Pictionary?
I don't think well on my feet
I'm not a
either.
good think on your feet person.
I can't believe that I
freeze up,
won.
I say stupid things. I'm really nervous that I'm going to go on that show and be like, I'm dumb. And people are going to be like, wow.
Listen, we'll load up
she's
on beta
dumb.
blockers. It's going to
Okay.
be fine. Honestly, when I was on the show
Beta
the very
blockers
first
are
time,
going to make me think faster.
Exactly. Well, they'll certainly take the heart rate down, facilitating at least the possibility of thinking more quickly. The first time that I was on this show, I froze up like crazy. He was asking about Smith songs, which I know, I know categorically. I know all of the Smith songs. I couldn't think of a one. I was like, oh my god, and it was.
You couldn't think of. Okay, so that's even worse for me. At least you can,
Yeah, so I'm trying to tell you, it's like
Yeah.
I feel your pain. And listen, we freeze up together. Why? We'll make a big fat joke of it. But and Zabe is awesome. He's a wonderful host, and Suzanne is there helping out. They'll hold our hands, I'm sure. So listen, as I mentioned, we're going to get to a lot of we're going to cover a lot of territory on the show here tonight. But let's jump right in with our first clue here. Anyone whose marriage makes it to 50 years should be legally allowed to blank. Anybody whose marriage makes it to 50 years, Jim and Jan, should be legally allowed to blank. I couldn't think of girlfriend and a coma. Carrie, my brain shut down, right? I eventually thought of Big Mouth, which is yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, it was back and forth, and you had to you had to keep naming Smith's songs, and I was going up against my friend Kevin, and we had named like 4, and then my brain's like, nope, sorry, we'll be in the other room if you
Sorry,
need me.
we're closed.
Like, no, I do need you.
Yeah.
I do need you.
Sorry, we can't. We're middle-aged right now.
Dad, what up?
Sorry.
Pops. Let's see. If Shauna King, hello. So anyone whose marriage makes it to 50 years should be legally allowed to leave the bathroom door open, says Christina, but not when pooping. Not once, not ever. Not that. That is a zero tolerance situation.
We have that rule. I don't know.
Never.
Okay,
Never,
what
never,
couples
never,
here?
never.
What
No.
do you poop with the door open? Is that a thing that people do?
I don't think so.
I thought that was.
I dated a
thing
girl once
that
who
no
did that.
one-
I'm like, nope.
No.
Nope, we don't do that. Sorry.
No.
We don't
Did
do
you
that.
break up with her?
Eventually. No, it wasn't for that reason, but it was cumulative, and that was certainly one of the things.
That seems like a deal breaker to me.
It certainly it proved to be. Any damn thing they want, says my mom. Nap Daily, says Shauna.
I don't need to see
a
your poop
prenup, says David Salzer. I don't need to see anything having to do with poop with my partner. Just none of it. Eat cottage cheese after 6 p.m. in Florida. Sure, that's specific.
Eric says commit one felony.
Yeah, exactly. Commit one felony.
go out.
Hold hands in public. Pick out a free new avocado green couch from their local furniture retailer. Absolutely. Public nudity. Let's see. It was a joke, people. Oh my goodness. So this one is getting. Gary says getting.
Whoa!
At 50. Sure,
That's a great answer.
if you knock up your wife after 50 years, you should legally be allowed to get an abortion. Yeah, Carrie wins. That's
Wow.
these were all phenomenal, but Carrie absolutely wins for getting an abortion. That was very, very funny, my friend. All right, moving on.
Speaking of abortions. Oh, no,
Yes, ma'am.
no.
Let's not. Let's
No.
not speak of abortions.
So
Sure.
somebody left something in our driveway, which I've never seen an IUD, but I think it looks like a giant IUD. It does it? Why don't you tell me?
Well, so then let's jump to that question. Let's
Okay.
hang on for just a second.
So we're
So here's what had happened. So
it's the night of the
it's the
party.
night of the party.
Can you see this?
Yeah. So it's
Is that
the,
what an IUD looks like?
I have no idea. It's the night of the party, and our dear
What
friend
is this?
Shamla, we have a circular driveway, but it's not like a fancy mansion circular driveway. It's like the people who were here before wanted a circular driveway, so they just forced one out of raw earth, and it's kind of slanted at one part. And our friend Shamla comes around this corner, and she has this little like Kia sedan. It's it's not really built for off-roading, if we're honest, and it sinks off. It starts to slide into the ravine a little bit, and so she's very nervous about this.
Is that the dog chewing on her bone?
Yes, it is. There's a visceral sound happening here in the studio. Yeah, here I'll get this ready to go next. Anyway, so we had to deal with the situation because Sean was very nervous about this. She's like, well, I hate to ask, but can you help me out with this? And so initially we get a bunch of guys down there. We try to push the thing out. That's not going.
Because
And
it's
so
going to
Lauro-
slide into the ditch.
Exactly.
Like if there's a
Right.
ravine right there, the car could go and be gone.
My
Like,
mom says it's an IUD for
it's
bears.
real.
Yeah. So anyway, we get that Laurel calls AAA. A flatbed truck shows up. First of all, we didn't think he was going to make it in the driveway, but he didn't even show up with the fucking tow truck. It's a flatbed truck, right? So this guy gets out. Now at this point, we're all pretty loaded, right? The party's in full swing. We had a bowl of kazoos because at our wedding, we handed out kazoos for people to play Here Comes the Bride, because that's just kind of how we roll. It sounded like you'd think it would sound. Anyway, Fuzz grabs the bowl of kazoos and takes it out because everybody has to go outside and watch the tow truck. This is like the main event, right? We're charging admission to this thing. Fuzz hands out kazoos to people. So we're outside playing kazoos while this poor son of a bitch, who turned out to be named Steve, is trying to get Shyamalan's car out of the fucking ditch. We're playing Name That Tune. Oh, we're having a merry, merry, merry old time. Anyway, Steve finally gets the car out of the ditch after much ado, and it was not an easy task. Anyway.
By the way, I was not drunk. I never had one drink until
you
like 10
You weren't
p.m.
drinking at all.
I was like a clean teen because I was in charge of
stone cold
babysitting
sober.
the phone when the AAA called. Because, God forbid
Yeah.
you don't answer when they call. They're like, oh, they didn't answer, and then they leave.
So anyway, so we the guy's getting ready to leave, but Fuzz goes around. He's taking a collection. He's like, hang on, I got an idea. We have a photo booth that is happening. A photo booth situation is happening in the garage. Everybody's playing with our friends got us a photo booth. It's one of the background, and people there are people who come and host a thing, and it's just like they give you little photos that come with the whole thing. Anyway,
Oh, I should get the photo.
I've got it.
Oh, you do?
So anyway, Fuzz says he's taking a collection from people. Who's got cash? Who's got cash? He gets a tip together to give to Steve, the tow truck driver, so that Steve would be willing to go to a photo booth with all of us drunk-ass motherfuckers and take this photo. Holy shit! There's Steve right in the middle. Don't know if you can make him out. Yeah, he's wearing he's the one in the reflective vest. This is all of our drunk asses at the party. Oh my God, how fucking cool is that? So anyway, we handled that situation, and Steve was a very good sport about it. I think after somebody gave him like a $90 tip, it worked out. Anyway,
Kathy says it totally belongs to the photographer's weird son. Oh my God, that kid was like, my mom made me come because she says I'm socially awkward and I need to practice.
No way.
No way.
Very sad. Your mom does not lie. Turns out you can also use AAA to blank. Turns out you can also use AAA to blank. See, I told you that there would be a lot of setup to these, which is it's going to be a series of reminders ultimately of things that happened at the party that we were just going to tell you about. And I thought, as opposed to having, basically a 20-minute intro where we just jaw your ear off about this stuff, we let you in on the fun. Y'all get to answer fun little clues as we recount all of the fun and ha-ha that was had over the weekend, including...
Bonus points. What is this?
Steve, the tow truck driver's IUD, apparently, or I don't know, truck nuts. Maybe
left in the driveway.
Maybe his truck nuts. I have no fucking
Everybody was so annoyed.
Oh, my God.
Steve was so annoyed.
Oh, my God. Honestly, I think, Steve was going to use this to Garrett. Maybe that's what this was.
Yeah.
Steve was going to go find the person who was doing the worst kazooing and rap. That's how that was going to go down. So.
I called AAA and they were like, and I don't know, I got connected to some operator and they were like, what's the problem? And I'm like, I said my car. I don't know if you're supposed to say your car. I said
They apparently won't come if it's not your car. So.
Well, yeah. So I was like, my car is stuck in my driveway, and they're like, yeah, when we transfer you, don't say that again because we're not allowed to tow from your driveway. And I'm like, who makes these rules? I've been paying for AAA for 16 years, and I've never called a tow truck. Just send someone with some pulled tow equipment. How hard could it be? And it was harder than you would think.
Turns out you can also use AAA to trim the bush, says Kathy. Get a divorce, says Ray. Power your vibrators. Buy your cocaine, says my mom. Pronounce Fonzie's catchphrase. Hey, that's really good, Dave. I like that. That's fucking great. Let's see. For real, AAA has all kinds of crazy benefits. I think it's true. Tow the toy out of Steve. Refill your vibrator batteries.
What else can you do with AAA? Because you can't get a map triptych anymore. Remember the triptych that they used to give you when you would go on a road trip? We used to always get that.
I think it's very interesting that Eric and Shauna had the same answer about charging your vibrator. It's very interesting. Fix the blown out leg of the avocado green couch. Answer the age-old question, what happened to the second cup? Confuse AA participants. As in, that would be very confusing. If you're going to a AAA meeting, hi, my name is Steve. Hi, Steve. Photobomb your parties. BBB. Extract unwanted guests. Get an abortion. AAA, a.k.a. mosquitoes. He kept asking Shyamalan if it was her car. She said no. Yeah, that's smart. Be your audience at the kazoo performance. Get a new kind of contraception. Finance your prostitutes. Let's see. Teach you how to lie to the tow truck guys. Hit Kathy's car.
That did not happen this time.
Bring you a pizza. Get a dude there to make others think you have a date. Who had the funniest response to Laurel?
I'm going to give it to Zabe.
Absolutely, yeah. Dad Fonzie's catchphrase. Hey, I love that. That was fucking great.
Wait, sorry. Who won round one?
Carrie won round one.
Okay,
We're getting an abortion at age 80. Okay, so y'all know since we last met that Trump got a rating for the fourth time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times Trump got a rating. This time included a jaunty mugshot, and they were supposed to weigh his ass, but instead of weighing his ass, they let him tell the person who was arresting him what they should fill in the bubble in, and he said 6'2" and 215 pounds. What the actual fuck?
In his dreams.
So basically, he's got the build of Deion Sanders. That's what he's saying. So in addition to being 6'2" and 215 pounds, Trump is also blank. In addition to being 6'2" and 215 pounds, Trump is also blank. Double A boobs, says Ray. I like that. Kathy's car is perfectly fine.
It's not, but go get a. I can't.
McGeard. Said, yeah. 6'2", 215 pounds. Trump is also blank. 6'2" with eyes of blue. That is true, but
Are we skipping over talking about that horrendous mugshot? Like, why is he making that face? It's.
He's doing it to look tough for all of his followers.
Just make a neutral face. Your face looks weird now, right?
He knew that it was going to be merchandise on both sides. It's the Schrodinger's cat of memes at this point because each side is claiming it for their own. His side is, look at how tough our guy's being, and it's a deep state conspiracy. And our side is, this guy, you're going to fucking reelect this guy? So, anyway, he knew that it was going to be a memeable moment. He practiced that pose in the mirror, I promise you. Motherfucker practiced that. A millionaire, says Eric. Yeah, he inflated his wealth by $2.2 billion. Able to read minds. The Playhouse centerfold. Adonis, a stable genius, actually did. Playmate.
Your dad's answer.
Wearing a bra and tight panties. Could have been. Somebody actually put photoshopped a wig on him, like a really badly permed wig and like dark eyeliner, and just scowling in the camera. It's like when the convenience store is out of the local convenience store is out of Pall Mall menthols. That's the face that you make.
Gary said Trump is also a fart.
Losing to DeSantis in the polls. I like that. That is funny. Wearing a merkin on his head, a 215-pound gorilla. The best. He's the best. Literate. Barb. He is Barb. Yeah, turkey, as his turkey net gives it away, able to confuse kilograms and pounds when looking at his scale, thus underreporting his weight. Currently at McDonald's, says Dave, on food stamps. Fabio, sizzling stare down. The real father to his children wearing Spanx, trying to hold it in, Humpty Dumpty, going to be president in 24, looking to move to Issaquah. Is this mine to judge?
It's mine.
It is yours
No,
to judge.
it's yours. Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
I was going to give it to your dad, but I gave it to Zabe. Now you give it to
No, I think that's right. I think that is exactly right. I was going to give it to my dad. So great minds think alike.
That's right.
And so do mine. Okay, let's an award-winning author. I also would have accepted full of shit. A lying sack of shit.
A bag filled with shit.
A bag filled with shit. A sentient bag, semi-sentient bag filled with shit.
Not going to be president in 2024. No.
We got work to do.
No, there's no possible way.
Speaking of which,
there's no way that could happen.
Vivek Ramaswamy, Vivek the fake, Ron DeSantis.
Are you going to make me type that?
Yeah, you can get to work on it right now. Vivek Ramaswamy.
I'm already in a mood.
Just put Vivek R.
All right.
Vivek R. Vivek Ramaswamy is this Silicon Valley dildo head who is you're welcome, Mom. Who is like he's about to eclipse Ron DeSantis in the runner-up slot for the Republican nomination, basically by getting up and doing kind of a Trump impression on the GOP debate stage. Said a lot of things, promised a lot of things. Vivek Ramaswamy won the GOP debate by promising to blank if elected. Vivek Ramaswamy won the GOP debate, which was since we last met. I told you a lot of shit happened by promising to blank if elected. Zabe said, I thought we were doing lies. My bad. Yeah. Vivek won the GOP debate by promising to blank if elected.
So Ange and Fuzz visited, and they are not here tonight because they may pop in later. They're at an outdoor concert that started at 6, so hopefully.
Well, it's a good thing that they're not at Burning Man because I just read a report that there was a storm outside of where they have Black Rock, Nevada, where they have Burning Man every year, and it's not letting anybody in or out, and now they're having to like ration food and water. I think it would be kind of hilarious, given that the whole thing is like this big performance art piece anyway, if the National Guard basically had to airlift in, food and water supplies. Charge them. Should charge them all.
Isn't everyone who goes there at this point like just a rich nepo baby?
Probably. I don't even know what kind of person goes to Burning Man anymore, honestly. People who body paint themselves silver and are, with dreadlocks and are nude riding around on one wheels. Bioval changed his name to Vic Rammer. Change his name to an American-sounding name. Make January 6th a national holiday of pardon. Kill democracy. Man, you're funny tonight. Buy Tenor. Carrie says, buy Tenor in Sammamish. A fellow who owns Tenor in Sammamish was on the Sammamish City Council Planning Commission until he got on the City Council. He was live on a City Council meeting and started complaining about the gays. Oh boy, and not saying nice things and really saying horrible, terrible things. And then there was this enormous backlash. Nobody goes to his fucking restaurant anymore.
And they pulled his products from like the markets.
Might be for
like
sale
that.
tonight. Yeah.
It's so interesting and weird. Like, why would he lose his head like that? He's a businessman, right? He likes money. Gays have money. Just shut your pie hole.
People like people have money. Like, there's
Right?
a million reasons to keep your fucking mouth shut.
But I mean that seriously. Like, why do you own a business if you feel so strongly about that you're like, oh my God, gays are the worst? Like, what? They have money just like everybody else's money.
David Salsa says change his name to Vivian Vance. That's great. And then we could have a William Frawley, Vivian Vance ticket, the Frawley Vance ticket. I like that. Dye his hair pink. Q drop. Reveal Q. Oh my goodness. We had an only show moment. Win. Move to Russia. Abolish AAA or China. Take back the rainbow. Claim voter fraud. Resign. Met Market won't carry shit. Yeah, shut up. Thank Russia. Pardon Trump. Do a really shitty job. These are all phenomenal. It's yours to call there, babe. Who had the funniest response?
I'm going to give it to Carrie for buy Tenor in Sammamish.
That's a great fucking answer.
That is a real insider joke. But
Sure it is.
It made me laugh. So.
Okay, so listen. Just between us, there is nothing funny about Mitch McConnell freezing up again on camera.
No, we can't talk about that.
Except blank.
No!
They're going to make the joke. I'm not going to make any jokes. There's nothing funny about Mitch McConnell freezing up again. Well, except blank. And that's what we'll say. You decide. You decide if there's anything funny. We'll move on to, we'll move away from the news here in a moment, back to all the crazy shit that happened. We'll get to the Fuzz eating a chocolate taco, a chocolate pudding taco. Don't you think we won't? We'll definitely do. Actually, eating a chocolate taco, Fuzz eating a chocolate taco
sounds
real dirty.
Yeah,
it isn't
gross.
anything like that. It was literally, let's just go ahead and while people were answering
Okay,
this.
so
Ray says blank.
So like day 2 or day but Saturday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Like everybody gets up and everyone's kind of eating and whatever.
Fuzz goes for a run because that's how he rolls.
Fuzz goes for a run and then he comes back and he's trying to get some protein, so he makes a taco because we had tacos a couple.
We had refried beans. I had made tacos. We had chicken. We had refried beans. We had all the fixings for tacos.
On Friday night, and this is Sunday morning. So he's made a taco out of all the leftovers in the house.
Coincidentally, Laurel likes to make this protein concoction that she eats for dessert. That is the same color and consistency as refried beans. Of refried beans.
It's not
you can see where this is going.
No, it's So when I had surgery, I was on soft food only for 2 months, and I had to figure out how to get enough protein. So I made this stuff called protein pudding, which people also use for diets. I don't use it for that, but it's like a protein shake and some sugar-free pudding, and it's not that good, but it has the consistency of refried beans. So that's what he put in his taco.
Well, yeah. So he's eating. And Laura looks down and I was like, wait, are those refried beans? And he's like, I don't think so. And then we suddenly realized that Fuzz had made a taco.
No, we knew because he said, you guys, why does this guacamole taste like chocolate pudding?
Yeah.
And we were like,
yeah. So,
are you all right? What?
So we knew, but to his credit, or a delusion, he finished it. He finished the taco.
Yeah,
he ate the whole damn thing. He's like, I'm too
now
hungry.
I'm interested.
Too hungry.
So he ate it.
Let's see.
Everyone was just staring at him.
Kathy says that's what usually happens when he tries to answer a question truthfully. Good company when freezing on the spot. Let's see, like people doing trying to come up with names of Smith songs. Thank you, Zabe. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. They drew kitty whiskers on him. Turtles don't talk. The imaginary rabbit he's racing against passed him again. Burp, burp, burp. He's getting blown. Oh boy. He used his government health care to fix himself. It was his impersonation of Cindy Brady on that kid's game show. Bob Obama says it's Mitch McConnell. You can laugh. The support his base is actually about is talking about him. Yes, they are. My dad is having a serious heart attack. ChatGPT was updating that they had to call AAA. His personal physician is clearly more delusional than Trump's. I very much liked, Kathy's answer. That's what happens when he tries to answer truthfully. Yes, and there we go.
That's funny.
We got out of that with our karma intact. Nicely done.
No,
Moving on.
That's bad.
Now, pursuant to our last little anecdote, Fuzz's newest culinary creation, after the chocolate taco, Fuzz's pudding taco, Fuzz's newest culinary creation, pasta with blank. Fuzz's newest culinary creation, pasta with blank.
So, how has everyone's last 2 weeks been? We did not see
we don't know. Yeah.
We saw. I mean, you play music on Wednesday nights, so we see some of you. But how is everyone?
How are you folks? How you been keeping? Some of you we know. Let's see. So those of you who were at the party,
because we saw you last
we
week.
checked in with you. We know Steve, the tow truck driver, is doing. He seems to be doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't leave his card though, so we couldn't call him again. Surprise, surprise. Why didn't he leave us his number?
I have no idea. Yeah, well, we did give him
Steve, call me.
Fuzz made sure that he got a generous tip. Laura's fudge sauce. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Pasta with mole sauce is my mom. Yeah. Pasta with IUD. Pasta with pond water. Pasta with mushroomless veggie lovers pizza. Pasta with smash and grab. Pasta with espresso. Pasta with today's. Pasta with Hershey's sauce. These are all great.
I'm so sad that Hershey's. I'm so sad that Fuzz is missing this clue. I think they're gonna pop in later, but we'll have to tell them.
If they watch the repeat, minnows.
Minnows. That's
pasta a la minnow. No, okay.
The minnows are fine.
Minnows are fine. The little Jack Meinbergs.
We think.
Little Jacks are doing okay.
There were 24 of them, or 25.
I keep waiting. They say that they breed. And
Uh-huh.
they multiply very quickly, so I'm waiting for that. Let's see. Tito's, cold Halloween eyeballs. Wild bear he slew with his arrow. Yeah, absolutely. That would be very Fuzz-like to serve bear meat pasta. Let's see.
Why didn't he go get some minnows out of the pond and put those in his taco?
That'd be amazing. Candy corn. Yeah. Everybody else helps themselves to our raw bar. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to Fuzz's newest culinary creation, pasta with blank?
I'm gonna give it to Suzanne for minnows.
I love that. That's very funny.
Kathy, we made that vegan potato salad last night, and it was really good.
It was
I
very
say
good.
we, but I mean you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it was.
You can we us on that.
It required 1,000 dishes.
Yes.
It was like, wow, that's quite a lot of dishes.
Let's see if there's anything.
Zabe says your shirt is cool.
Oh, thank you very much.
that was
Yeah,
a
this
gift.
is our Seattle's local independent paper. My friend, our dear friend Kat, who stops into the program every once in a while, got me this lovely T-shirt for my birthday. Thank you, Kat.
Kathy, you should make it. I can say he sent me the recipe. I can send it to you, but it is a lot of dishes.
Oh, it's so many dishes, but it's
It
worth
was a lot,
It's worth
right?
it. It's totally worth it. Well, we also made tri-tip, and then you wanted sloppy joes. I made you sloppy joes. We had a cookout. Basically, is what we had. We had baked beans. We had sloppy joes. I made tri-tip. We had the vegan potato salad. It was glorious. It was a lovely meal.
It was good, actually.
So every time somebody makes it to 100 years old, the local news people will go, well, how do you do it? What do you attribute your long life to? So there you go. How did you live to be 100 years old? How did you live to be 100 years old? Yeah, exactly. Pure, unadulterated rage at everything. It's my lifeblood.
Murder. No, not murder, because then you'd be 100 years old in jail, which would not be fun.
Nobody wants that. Yeah.
Just rage, just like
Just
raging,
straight up
24
rage.
hours a day. Just get off my lawn.
Listen, Laura and I are we're in the process of morphing into angry old people, right? They're gonna refer to don't go near that Cowell place, that Cox Cowell place. You get stealing frisbees, no, it's mine now. Bah! That's how we'll be.
Jim Cox just comes in with a totally random compliment. Laura makes the best pastries.
Oh, yeah, Laura's a great baker.
Thank you. I
Great baker.
appreciate that.
Fine
I
baker.
did make 2 cakes and a batch of fudge last weekend and some other stuff, and everybody was very complimentary.
There you go. Very nice. Let's see. I was a dog in my former life who lived to be 15. Sure. So that'd be 7 times 15. Ray, I don't know. I don't fucking know what 7 times 15 is. Like Trump, I just lie. That would be 70. No, I don't. I thought I had it for a second. They're keeping the heart healthy with regular and irregular fabulous sex. For some reason, I don't know why this keeps going by in my Facebook feed. Jenna Elfman likes to have sex once a week. It just keeps showing up. She's on a talk show talking about how she likes to have sex. First of all, who's given a shit about Jenna Elfman in years? And second of all, why does she keep showing up in my feed talking about how she likes to? And that seems unremarkable in every single way.
Jenna Elfman is married to Bodie Elfman.
And she's also a Scientologist, if I
think so, yes, that's true. And they have the little, I see them sometimes in my feed, and they just do not look like they really like each other that much. Or she does not look like she likes him anymore.
I mean, okay, fine. But I guess my question is, A, why does it keep appearing in my feed? Also, is that abnormal to have sex with? It seems like that's kind of standard issue for people of a certain age. Like, yep, and doing it once a week. Let's see, had a 100th birthday, re-virginized, borrowed Michael Jackson's oxygen chamber. Let's see. Don't live next to Barb. Sure. The same way I became 6'2" and 215. I've written a new song, by the way. Carrie's working on a video, so I'm going to hold off on playing the song for you guys until we have, because they work so much better with
Because
Carrie's,
if we
glorious,
play a song for you here, then you just have to look at us like this.
Yeah. Bopping our heads. What am I supposed to do? Stayed single. Tried to outlive Keith Richards. 7 times 15. That's really funny, Mom. I love that. Eat at McDonald's every day. Let's see. Steady diet of Reese's Pieces, Mexican Coca-Cola, and Al Pastor tacos. I live on Venus. There you go. Yeah, because his days are shorter in Venus. On Venus. Don't be a Scientologist. Sorry I made people math again here. Because the gods are punishing me. Spay and neuter one more pet than Bob Barker. Yeah, but rest him. Tip your 40 to old Bob. I stay as still as a Mitch at a news conference. Eat plenty of hamburgers. Buy a typo at the DMV. These are all phenomenal. Is this yours or mine? I think this is mine.
I think it's yours.
These are all great, but I'm going to give it to my mom for 7 times 15. I just think that's just a brilliant, wonderfully random response.
Well, Ray said 7 times 15.
I know, and then she said that's how she lived to be 100.
Yeah.
7 times 15. Yeah. Oh, you guys. So listen, Laura was such a star at the party. She managed to wrangle Steve. She made sure that everything ran shipshape. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. We planned this party for over a week. So
Where did we go wrong?
I don't know. We were working on this party for probably like 6 to 7 hours a day, every single day up until the time of the party. We had all these things that we were going to do. And then the night of, it's like 15 minutes till the party. It's like 6:45 before people start getting there. I am literally running. I'm like, I just still scrub
You
the
were
bathrooms.
dry mopping.
I'm dry mopping. I'm literally like running through the house.
In your
Like
street clothes.
people are like, you okay? Yep, fine. Doing fine. Just gotta.
At 6:45.
I wasn't even dressed.
I was like, are you okay? You're like, no, I'm not.
No, not really. Not
no,
really.
I'm not.
Actually, no, I think I said, because Ange asked me at one point, you doing all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing fine. Just moving quickly. Got to get those last few things done. Anyway, Laura did an amazing
Everybody else
job.
started doing things, though. Like
Oh,
your
yeah.
cousin was
We had
doing
so
things.
much
But
help.
everybody else was doing everything.
Many
Let
hands.
me do something.
Many hands make light work. Laura is the valedictorian of everything. You guys know this. She even gets an A in blank. Laura is the valedictorian of everything. She was the salutatorian of her school. Because, no, don't roll your eyes. How many people can fucking say that they even got close to being valedictorian? That's basically the
second place.
It's the runner.
No, because it's a joke. Like whenever anyone visits, I'm like, "Are you having fun? Do you need food? Do you want to go see the Space Needle?" I'm like I try to be like valedictorian of house guests, right? Like, is everyone having a good time?
She gets an A. She gets an A in a Twin Peaks tour.
A!
Get an A.
Yeah, I give the Twin Peaks tour. I'll take whatever you want to go. I'll take you there. Do you want to go to the weed store? I'll take you there. Because I'm the valedictorian.
Oh, Eric. Just shame on you.
No.
But somebody had to go there. Carrie said you get an A in AAA. There you go. That's very funny.
I
Leftovers,
AAA.
says Kathy. Ray was close, but not that close. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Thanks, Regis. Putting back in the My mom says you get an A in putting food back in the refrigerator. That is true. Because honestly, why risk it? Why risk it? Looking young, says my dad.
I'll do that.
Aw,
That's a
but-
pander.
That's but very nice. Yeah, you're judging this round. He gets an A in the phone book. The Bay gets an A in Bay, says Ray. Who had the funniest response to you, Laura?
Oh,
So you're the
of course, Jim
valedictorian.
Cox gets it because,
Yeah, looking young. Yeah, nice to know. Bulb replacement. Eric says bulb replacement.
Oh, I got an F in that.
Yeah.
That bulb's on the floor right now. Now there's 2 burned out bulbs.
Oh, we just had.
And my ire.
We're our 25th wedding anniversary is happening on Tuesday. It's the 5th. We're going out to dinner.
We're going to dinner.
Going to our favorite place in town.
And then we're going to clean the decorations.
and then
out
we're
of
gonna clean the
house. We just left them up because
I know,
we're
it's-
still celebrating.
It
right?
feels good. It feels good to
Yeah.
have him around. You know, Stefan loves Laura so much.
How much does he love her? That's so awkward.
It was. That really didn't work very well. He would blank for her. Stefan loves Laura so much.
How much does he love her?
How so much does he love her? He would blank for her. I would blank for you.
Darling, if you want me to.
You. Stefan loves Laura so much. He would blank for her.
Is this
Yes, dear.
weird? I heard the song in two separate stores today. Not a chain store of stores. I heard the Janet Miss Jackson, If You're Nasty, 2 different times today.
Weird.
Like,
You know what I think every time I hear that song? I think that would be really awkward to fit on a check, right? It's like, Janet, parenthetically not baby, parenthetically Miss Jackson, parenthetically only if nasty.
If you're nasty.
Right, only if nasty. The asterisk, guys. That'd be the asterisk part. Miss Jackson, parenthetically, or asterisk, if nasty. Her middle name is Control. No, her first name ain't Baby. That's exactly right.
it's Janet Miss Jackson.
That's fucking jam, though.
Yeah.
That is a great song. Ride the End Judas, says Christina. Give up beer, says my dad. Well, that is love. Feed the minnows. Do electrical work, says Eric. That's funny. Vote Republican. No, not do that. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Yeah.
He won't do that.
Get vaccinated, apparently, Meatloaf. Wouldn't do
Yeah.
that.
Wouldn't do that.
Clean the deck.
You know, it's okay. That's the hill he wanted to die on, and he did it.
Literally did.
And that's
Literally did.
that's what he did.
Yeah. All right.
COVID's not real. He said it.
Mr. Loaf. All right.
Watch them shut me down for spreading misinformation. I didn't say that. I didn't mean that. Okay.
Yeah, we're just saying what the guy did. Clean the deck, answer the door when Barb comes to call and says, Eric, get COVID, listen to the Eagles, deal with drunk hookers in the hood, drive to the airport for, that is love. Clean the septic tank filter, sing Nickelback at karaoke, stomp her waffle, put away decorations. Video her cleaning the pond, sleep in the guest room. Oh my goodness, so many things. Is this me? Oh, this is me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's me. Let's see. I'm gonna give it to Kathy for drive. That is love. Drive to the airport. That is real love.
I'm trying you to do.
I know, but I honestly, the older you get, the more that's definitely love right there. Okay, let's see what you beep beep beep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did go to pick Kathy up at the train station once. I was like, I'm late. I can't go. Go pick up Kathy.
You know, y'all, the best way to piss me off is blank. The best way to piss me off is blank. And by me, I mean you. You.
Me?
Them. You.
I have strange things that piss me off.
Yeah. Go on.
I just get
People who don't do their job, customer service people who don't do
I
their job.
just get aggravated by the most random things. Like other
You
things.
definitely get angry at that.
Other things don't bother me, but when someone has a job and isn't doing it, I'm like, I can't. I just does nobody want anything better anymore?
I just think, I get all critique of capitalism, and I'm like, why ultimately, just because somebody is the system is allowing them to have subsistence wages, should they give a shit? I don't think anybody should give a shit at that level. And ultimately, why are we actually? Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Listen,
as far as I'm going to go on that.
I spent the better part of the week. I drop packages every day I sell shit online. Who cares? I drop packages every day at the UPS store. And the post office has a courtesy pickup at the UPS store. Now, I went Monday, I went Tuesday, and by Wednesday I was like, why is there a big pile of mail in the back of the UPS store? My packages from Monday are still there. Like, Etsy's gonna be mad at me. And
you're running a business here.
yeah, and they were like, oh, that's weird. So I happened to see the postal carrier outside, and I said, hey, there's a big pile of mail back there in the UPS store. And she goes, oh, I'm a temp. I don't have the key. And I go, well, the door's open.
Yep.
So pull on back up there because the mail's up there. She pulled back up there, saw the big pile of mail, and left. I'm
Out
like,
of there. I mean, that is bullshit.
now I'm mad.
That
So
is
then I
bullshit.
drove
Yeah, for
all
sure.
the way down to the post office to take, I took all of my packages from all of the days, filled up my car,
Yeah.
took them all, waited in the line, and I said, the person that is supposed to be picking up the UPS store is not picking up. And the woman at the, like, postmaster woman at the counter goes, oh yeah?
Didn't care. Didn't care. Didn't give a right shit.
So it doesn't matter if no one does their job properly because no one cares. There's no accountability. Oh my God, why am I ranting?
I don't know,
Am I
but,
okay?
but yeah, we've gotten some great answers while you were
jeez.
holding forth. Fake laugh. B Bono, says Kathy. Steel Matito, says my dad. Tell me I'm 6'3", 215 pounds. Make the wife mad. Be mean to mom or dad. Yeah, you will definitely get my ire that way. Show me today's. Is Pepsi okay? Says Zabe. No, it's not. Let's see. Keep me on hold forever, then cut off my call. Oh God, don't you want to just drive?
God.
I
That
want to
noise.
drive somewhere.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, no,
I
you
did not.
didn't.
And you look at your phone, and it's like, this call lasted 47 minutes. Like, I want to drive
also,
someplace.
Also, I'm in a fight with the insurance company because they
I want
they
to go
won't
and use
cover.
this on somebody. Right?
I'm in a fight with our insurance company because they charged me. They won't cover the telehealth visit from when I had COVID.
Right. So they're like, no, I'm sorry.
The reason they gave is you didn't go in the office. And I was like, you're good. What?
So Christina says, overhug,
I'm okay.
eat the last of the spinach, dealing with the dial-up, yeah, because I need it for my slop. Dealing with dial-up, internet issues, poop in the shower, go 34 and a 35, speed it up. Let's go. Fifth opening, not listen to me because I have a vagina for sure. Drive slow in the driveway, amputate my foot when I go in for some lipo. That's dark.
Eric said, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you because of your vagina.
Yeah, that's very funny. Not use your turn signal. Let's see. Leave me an extended warranty in Chinese. And yeah, I can't hear you over your vagina. The sound of your vagina. Was this you or me? This is you. Who had the
this
funniest
is me.
answer?
Oh, gosh. You know what? I'm going to go with keep me on hold forever and then cut off my
Funny.
call.
Very funny.
I'm already mad. I called in.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like they don't
right.
want to help you.
It is like that because that's the case.
Because
They
they
don't.
don't wanna help you.
They don't. And why would they? Honestly, I don't like the incentive structure that we've created in society. Don't like it.
Also, isn't the whole COVID, isn't that supposed to be free? Aren't you supposed to call in and say, I have this thing, tell the CDC, tell me what
Yeah.
to do? I didn't need to do that, but I did that as a fucking courtesy.
Did the right thing. Yep. Have a butt like a chain fund.
Not
says
covered.
Eric. Tell me my cholesterol is high. Test drive a Prius. Trick me into eating vegan potatoes. Well remembered, Zabe, the Prius thing. I'm so strong,
How strong are you?
I can lift blank. I'm so strong, I can lift blank. You were just right on top of those tonight. I appreciate that.
Trying
Very
to
nice.
pay attention.
Yeah, same.
It's not that it should be free. It's just that it should be covered. Okay, I said it should be free. I think it should be free, but couldn't they just cover? Like, couldn't they just charge me the regular copay for the general practitioner?
Honestly,
They're trying to not cover me. Then I appealed, and they're like, "Fine, we'll cover you for a specialty visit." $65 copay.
that's some fucking bullshit right there. I'm not proud of the fact that I've used this as a loophole, but some mornings when you wake up and you're just like, I don't want to go to this appointment, whatever it is I have scheduled, I don't want to go. And you just call and you say, yeah, I've got a little scratchy throat, or like somebody I know has COVID and I was just over at their house last night, and you do that, and then instantly, poof, you're out of that obligation. You don't have to do the copay. You don't have to owe them for the visit, because like, no, I'm doing the right thing by not coming into your office. But apparently that doesn't, they're closing that loophole, sounds like.
I guess so.
Yeah, but
You
even
don't
when
care.
you actually had it, that's some double bullshit.
I actually was like, fine, the next time I'll just go in. I'll just get it, and I'll just go in the office. Like, hey, everyone.
David says, I'm so strong, I can lift 215 pounds. The mood. My own penis. My mood. Small specialty items from convenience stores. The weight of my childhood trauma. Steve. I love that. Shamla's car. The minimum
That
amount
didn't work.
to work for UPS. The phone to call for takeout. Your bro. Oh yeah, he ain't
No,
heavy.
That's you, bro.
Oh, you bro. I thought that was he ain't heavy. He's my brother.
He's my brother.
Another glass of whiskey. Oh, she'll be the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why.
So Kurt
Oh,
Vile.
if you get to the whiskey bar. But. My head off my pillow. Is this me? This is round 11.
That is you.
I'm gonna give it to Carrie for Shamla's car. Very funny. Oh my goodness, that is very, very funny. I have developed a personal fragrance, and by I mean you. Let's just change it. You have developed a personal fragrance.
Okay.
You have developed a personal fragrance. It's called blank. You've developed a personal fragrance. It's called blank. What is your personal fragrance called?
It's called Rage. No, it's called Ginger Rage.
Ginger Rage, or rage in French. Rage. I have developed a personal.
How do you say Ginger Rage in French?
And if Fuzz were here, Fuzz speaks 90 languages, so he would definitely know. I've developed a personal fragrance. It's called blank. Sugar shits, says Suzanne. Oh, the sugar shits. Please wash. In French. I feel like all these could be
Zane
turned into
said,
fragrances.
I'm so strong I could lift Jennifer Grey
Gray in the Catskills.
And he got a bunch of upvotes, so I thought I would call that out.
I'm on my life, and I whoa, and there she goes. Yeah, but she weighed like 5 pounds back then, I think.
That's true.
Tiny.
Oh, Lil Andrew, that's a deep cut.
Little Andrew, that is
Yeah.
a deep cut.
Are we even allowed to talk about Lil Andrew?
I don't know.
That person did not give consent.
Yeah, I was gonna say we get something in writing before we talk about Little Andrew. Let's see, taint the last fraying nerve. Pudding tacos. Musk of cat treats.
Why
80s
did
hippie.
he eat that? I almost was barfy just watching him eat that. It was pudding. It was
yeah.
guacamole.
It
It
wasn't
was.
good. It
It
weren't
was
good.
an endurance test to
It
see
was.
if he could swallow
I was
all
impressed.
of it, I think. He was like, nah, I'm just going to go with it.
Douche decor, says Carrie. Stripper sparkle sweat. That's in addition to being your personal fragrance. That is a tongue twister.
Oh my God. Suzanne said a drive-by barbing.
Drive-by barbing.
That's the name
That's
of
the name of the
latest
song. Yeah, it's the name of the song. Teen Spirit, The Stranger, The Grateful Dead, Drive-By Barbing, Patchouli Memories. Oh, don't we wish we could forget? We all wish we could forget patchouli. Well, it's a little cheeseburger in paradise. Tip your 40s. Tip your 40s to Jimmy Buffett, Electrical Fire, Clove Cigarettes, Passed Out Hookers, Dracard, and De Regrets, says Christina. Who had the funniest response to Laurel?
I laughed out loud for electrical fire.
That's good.
Because that's a very
That's very
specific smell.
If you lived through 9/11 like we did, oh boy, that's what the city smelled like for a long time.
That took a turn.
Took a dark fucking turn, didn't it? Oh, speaking of New York, here we go. Are we ready for the next one? No! Sleep till blank. Let's channel our inner Beastie Boys here. No! Sleep till blank.
Queens?
Exactly, yeah. The Cross Bronx Express.
No, wait. That thing we were watching last night, that documentary thing, it was, what's the sex offender island? It's Randall's
Yeah,
Island.
they apparently
Yeah.
have said that they've housed a bunch of sex offenders on Randall's Island. So don't go to that island. Apparently, if you are in any way sexually attracted, they'd leave me alone. I'm fine. I get a pass.
No sleep
I understand.
till I
that was,
pass this kidney
yes,
stone.
it's not about attractiveness. I get that. That was
That was tacky.
That was
You're canceled.
not only was it tacky, it was wrong.
You're
It was wrong. No. But here's the thing. I think that the mark of maturity is when you say something and it can immediately retract. I think you have, it's like a 5-second rule. We drop something on the floor. Like, no, I didn't mean that.
Are you taking accountability?
I'm taking accountability. I said something wrong. I take complete accountability. That was absolutely wrong. I picked it up off the floor. That was wrong.
Okay.
That was wrong. So there you go.
This show gets erased.
Yeah, and the show gets erased.
That's right.
No sleep till
That's
death,
right.
till 9:30 p.m., till I pass his kidney stone, the 75th anniversary. Ambien, the melatonin kicks in. I am satisfied. My wife starts talking. Kathy said that, by the way. No sleep till Trump's locked up, like that. The divorce is final. After communion, let's see, Mitch McConnell finishes his news conference. She's satisfied. All right, these are great. Is this me?
It is you.
I'm going to give it to my mom. No sleep till Trump's locked up. I like that. I think that's how it should be. Nicely done. No sleep till news at 11. All right. We are on to round number 14 here. Yeah, I've got a few more left here.
But Zabe and Suzanne, you guys live in Utah, right? So did you hear the big news about the family blogger who is now in prison?
We'll tell you about that in just a second.
Wait,
Yeah.
is there a clue about that?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna get this one going, and then we'll
Okay.
tell you all about that. There's more than one way to skin a blank. There's more than one way to skin a blank. Yeah, this is the no sleep till MAGA is abolished. Wouldn't that be nice?
There's no way that could happen again. I am deep in my denial right now.
Yeah, well.
Like, I can't.
Tell us about Utah, won't you?
So there was this family vlogger. She had 6 kids, and then she seemed like she joined a cult because she deleted her YouTube channel, which had 2.5 million followers. Like, she was always really smug and weird and
Okay.
whatever, Mormon-y.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys aren't Mormon anymore, right? Nobody's Mormon.
Eric,
whatever.
Zabe, Suzanne. Yo, listen, 5-second rule. But you can retract.
Pick it up off the floor.
Pick it up off the floor.
I know some really nice Mormons, but
We know some actually Mormons.
You
That's the
know
thing
what
about
I mean,
Mormons.
right?
They're super nice. Mormons are very nice people. They're very, very nice people. Not Mormon, says Zabe.
Okay.
Yeah. More than one way to skin
this
a
woman's
pea.
Mormon. She apparently went off the rails in a big way, and one of her little kids escaped from her house, went to a neighbor's house, and said, "Do you have any food or water?" And that kid had been tied up. So
Had
now
manacles
she's
on.
in prison.
No, none of this is good.
No, like without bail. Like,
No,
like
yeah,
she's
yeah. They take your kids away. They're kind of assholes, says Suzanne. Mormons are kind of assholes. Two-faced, I imagine, is what is probably the case.
This woman originally went viral because she had this big YouTube channel, and she was like a really super strict Mormon parent. And she was like, she made this video where her 6-year-old forgot her lunch at school.
Yeah.
The school called her and said, "Can you please bring her lunch?" And she said, "No, then she'll never learn accountability."
Yeah, so
she's supposed to make her own lunch.
And by accountability, it means you'll never eat again, and you get locked up in the basement, apparently, in her house. Okay, a Skinner Tomato, I've heard too many kinds of these kinds of stories around here.
Oh, that's
Suzanne.
awful! I thought that was like a one-time. I thought that was like an anomaly. I thought all Mormons
Suzanne says-
seem like such sweet family people.
She says, see Exhibit A, this story. Let's see, more than one way to skin a proud boy. Yes, I love that. Your knee. Let's see, like a bris.
No, her husband got fired from BYU for something, I don't know, their whole family fell apart.
Yep. Let's see, more one way to skin a ginger. More than one way to. My mom and Raybo said minnow. Carrie said peen. Zabe said beaver. Let's see, is this you? This is round number 14. Who had the funniest response?
Carrie Atwood recently tried to tell someone about the beaver cubes and was like, well, it goes back a few years.
It's a long story. You need a little bit of time. You need in order to really fill somebody in on the whole beaver cube
It
thing.
started in 2020
a good 10
when
minutes.
someone ran over a beaver.
Yeah.
Let's see. Beaver. Call it beaver. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Zabe for beaver.
Yay. All right. Skin a beaver.
More than one way to skin a beaver.
Indeed. All right. Round number 15. Here we go. Let's see. If you don't love blank, I don't want to know you. If you don't love blank, I don't want to know you. Oh my goodness. We've covered a lot of territory tonight,
Yeah,
and it's
we
57 minutes.
We have.
I think we've told you all the stories at this point. You know, I think we've gotten you all caught up. Maybe we ought to use this. Maybe this is our new paradigm. We thread our little personal anecdotes about what's going on during the week into the preamble for our fabulous.
But do they
clues.
like this? Do they like this? Or do they like a long, weird intro and that they can call upon? And then,
Right.
do they like a story? Do they like it more to be more like an Armando Diaz, right? That's a real improv form. Don't cancel me.
It really is. If you don't love the only show, Christina, says Christina, dancing, cake, says Mom, dildo jokes, tall tales, me, says Kathy, maple syrup, me by now. If you don't love me by now.
If you don't know me.
Puns, Stefan and Laura. Yeah. The safety dance, Rapel, Halloween, Eric
If you
Atwood,
don't
says
love
Carrie.
Steve.
Steve, says Eric. Patchouli, the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself about. And that's what it's all about.
You know what we also didn't cover that we should cover right now because it's very, very important? We have to cover the Golden Millionaire Mansion of Seattle.
So yeah, actually, we'll talk about this while we're adding up our points here.
But you're singing a song during that time.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Let's see. If you don't love democracy, Jim Cox, says my mom. Very nice. The chicken dance. Is this mine here?
I think it is yours.
Okay. Let's see. Honestly, my mom had about 5 different funny answers on this one, so I'm gonna give it to my mom on this. Jim Cox.
Seems like Jan's gonna win something.
That's round number 15.
Yeah.
So you tell you what, I'll add up. You want to tell the story about this
No.
mansion?
We want you to sing a song.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Very good. Give me a subject. Pick a subject. Any subject.
The Golden Millionaire Mansion.
I don't know enough about it. Let's do Steve the tow truck driver.
Okay.
All right.
And his IUD. What happened to his? Did I put it in my hair? What's going on?
Oh, it's starting to sound like an 80s theme song. That's what it is. He's a tow truck driver, and he goes around from party to party just bailing out drunk people. Well, let me tell you about a story that happened long ago. It's about a guy and his truck that tows. Hey, he's the neighborhood. He's the neighborhood tow truck guy. I should have picked a key that I knew. And then they call him Steve. Steve the tow truck guy. They call him Steve. Nobody knows why. Well, if you want to entertain him, well, you probably shouldn't get out a bowl of kazoos for Steve the tow truck guy. Steve the tow truck guy. Steve the tow truck guy. If you give him a heavy enough tip, he will pose for your photo and not give you any lip. Steve the tow truck guy. Steve the tow truck guy. Just ask for Steve. There you go.
That was very good.
Thank you very much. Okay, so
He'll leave an IUD.
he'll leave a strange
was that
object.
thing?
I think he was going to garrote us, and no one would have convicted him because we were so fucking obnoxious. Anyway, who won?
There is a tie between Carrie, your mom, and Jim Cox. So it's a 3-way between your parents and Carrie.
Way to bring in your 50th year of marriage with a 3-way with Carrie Atwood.
Are you gonna be okay?
That's how we do.
Gonna be all right?
Dude, at this point, see the things these eyes have seen.
Oh my
the
God!
Horror.
At the
horror.
party, our friend Jack Meinberg wrote a version of the Newlywed Game, and it was so funny, but
Yeah.
it was so.
There were moments there where my mom had to answer certain questions.
Yeah.
And I either
You
had
were
to just,
dead. You were like, I can't. You left
Can't-
the room at one
can't
point.
deal.
You
Can't
learned a few new facts about your parents.
deal. Ones that I can't unhear. Can't unhear them. Yeah.
We all learned something that day, I think.
So, given the fact that this is going to be basically a free-for-all, but congratulations to our top 3 contestants this week. And we'll make sure that the 3 of them are weighed in before we start our voting tonight, as is customary here on the Only Show. Our final clue for tonight, the tiebreaker final clue. As you know, I was running around trying to finish every last fucking detail at the very last party. At the last minute before the party, Stefan forgot to blank. At the last minute before the party, Stefan forgot to blank. What did Stefan forget to do? Yeah.
I think you forgot to breathe.
Yeah.
Don't forget to breathe.
Don't forget to breathe.
You forgot to breathe.
I might have.
Kathy, are you saying you haven't laughed that hard as you did tonight? or at the Newlywed Game Show?
No, I think she meant the Newlywed Game Show.
Oh my God, that was embarrassing.
It was really funny.
I feel like Kathy and Susan were laughing the hardest because they were like, "We're not involved in this. We're just keeping score.
Kathy
we're
actually
writing note cards over here."
She got shanghaied into being one of Jack's two, lovely assistants, and helped out with the.
That was embarrassing. It was straight up embarrassing.
It was funny as hell. It was really, really funny. Okay, so let's see. We're waiting on. So we got my mom, we got Carrie, and they're waiting on an answer from my dad. And then we'll begin. Voting tonight with an extraordinary contest tonight. I don't think Laura was asking like if I were somebody who had an inclination towards sports, I probably could have put my voice to use as a sports guy. But I'm not entirely sure that voice is even, except for the old guys. I think the old guys still have that kind of that very specific sports guy cadence. But I don't think there are any new guys coming up who have that.
Who have that voice? That's what I was wondering. Like, is that an antiquated, kind of like outdated vocal style? Also, I heard an interesting question going around the internet today, and I want to pose it to all of you. If you could have an unlimited gift card for any one fast food place, and that includes Starbucks, which would you pick and why? Like you could
hold off on answering though, because we don't want it to get mixed up with your final answer.
Okay.
But as soon as we're done with this, then I actually would love to hear what people would say to that, because I would love to hear what you would say to that. Okay, so we'll read this down. The last minute before the party started, we got to breathe, put on underwear, burp the septic tank, put on pants. Says my mom. That's our first contestant in the final. Comb his hair. Says Ray.
Christina said attend the party.
Steph forgot to attend the party.
He did not attend the party.
Steph forgot to pork fried rice, because pork, of course, can also be a verb, you see. Let's see. Close the bathroom door. Put on makeup, says my dad. Okay, so the three answers that we have from our other contestants are, from our finalists are, put on makeup, says my dad. Just as embarrassing as you would, my mom says put on pants, and Carrie says pork fried rice. All right, so.
Your mom said put on pants, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was saying just as embarrassing as you would think about the Newlywed Game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. It was embarrassing.
All right. So now we are on our final round here, and we, of course, know what to do. Find the person whose answer you think had the funniest response to, at the last minute before the party, Stefan forgot to blank.
On the court.
Absolutely leave it all on the court, unless, of course, you're playing on a field, in which case you're going to want to leave it on the field.
I'm never going to get that expression right, and I think I'm crazy every time I say it. Like, leave it all on the field. That's right. And that's not right, is it?
I mean, it's only wrong if you're talking about basketball, right? And then you would say you leave it on the court, and you can't say leave it on the court if you're talking about baseball.
Stefan forgot to burp the septic tank.
Burp the septic tank, said Eric.
We don't have to do that anymore because we got the septic tank fixed.
Thank fucking God. Oh my God. Yeah, and also we poured all that sugar down there. Boy, that really made all the difference. Huh?
That was Eric's solution. Pour brown sugar down there.
Yeah. All right, we're coming down to the final few seconds. The shot clock is running down. We're down to the final buzzer here. A barn burner of a show here tonight. Contest for the ages. Okay, dear Laurel, who had the most up likes for at the last minute before the party stuff forgot to blank?
Did Carrie? Where's Carrie's answer?
Carrie said pork fried rice.
Oh, okay. It does seem as though Jan Cox has won with put on pants.
Boom! Pow! Nice job, Mom.
Pick
Very good.
your prize.
Pick your
Would
prize.
you like a cake?
Yeah,
I will bake a cake.
She'll bake you a cake.
Bring it to your house.
Absolutely.
I'll put the rest of the flowers on it.
Hey, can I come over for dinner tomorrow night? Yeah, I was gonna invite myself anyway. Can I come over for dinner? I want to come over for dinner.
He'll bring a cake.
I'll bring a cake. I'll bring a cake that you've just won. Okay, so now if you, we'll finish up here. If you could have a gift certificate to any, a lifelong gift certificate to any fast food place, which one would it be?
That's a hard one. I don't like McDonald's, right? I don't like. How about if I take In-N-Out Burger?
I think I would have to do In-N-Out, although they've been doing some terrible shit. For one thing,
have they?
Yeah, well, they are now forbidding their employees to wear masks under any circumstance, and they did it a while ago.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
It really does suck. Yeah.
Okay, what about Starbucks? Because, they always have shitty coffee. And they always have desserts. You could live off of that, right? I was just trying to think practically. I was trying to game and scheme the system, right? Like,
Sure.
I was trying to game the game. Like, you couldn't live off of McDonald's.
Chipotle is a good answer. Zabe said Chipotle. I like
Chipotle
that.
is a good answer. That's a solid answer. You could get sustenance off that.
Absolutely. Yeah,
if
you
went
get a
there
healthy
every
meal, you
day
get
for
a
the rest of
decadent
your
meal,
life,
and
you
plus-
wouldn't want to take QFC or Taco Bell or something because that could really lead to some malnourishment, right?
Potentially so.
Yeah.
Potentially so. Pizza. Eric says Pizza Hut. Habit Burger says, man, I love Habit Burger, but I'm afraid that I would get tired of Habit Burger, and I don't want to get tired of Habit Burger. What other places do we go to? I mean, we don't go to
No,
that
I
many.
bet Starbucks is a staple because they're
Sure.
in every grocery store. You could get any kind of drink.
Yeah.
Or merchandise.
Ray says Fat Burger. The two that came immediately to mind for me around here, Habit Burger and Fat Burger, which, Ray said Fat Burger. My dad said Habit Burger. But I'm just afraid.
a good one.
I am afraid
That's
that I
a
would
good
get I would get just tired of it. But if I lived in LA, oh my God, there are a number of Mexican food places that I would
Christina's
just.
taking Del Taco.
Del Taco, yeah.
If I still lived in Southern California, I'd take Noggles because that was the best
Oh,
burrito of all
Senor
time.
Nogles.
No, I wouldn't. I'd still go practical. I'd still take Starbucks.
Suzanne said Veggie Grill. We do not have a Veggie Grill. It sounds
We
amazing.
do not have that.
That sounds fucking great.
The taco truck. I don't think you can participate. I don't think the taco truck can participate in the fast food. But go.
According to
go
these
ahead.
rules that we just made, these arbitrary rules that we just made right here on the only show. Kids,
It's a tough choice.
oh my God, Tommy's.
Tommy, and we're getting Tommy Burger.
Toe-main Tommy's. My God, the number of times that I ended my evenings in Los Angeles. Tommy's is the greasiest of greasy spoon
Disgusting.
burger joints in Los Angeles. I think it's a mini chain down there. I think there may be like 7.
Do you
8.
have to be drunk to go there, or is it,
It
just
helps.
a benefit?
It
Yeah,
really
it's
helps.
A side
they
benefit.
serve
Yeah.
burgers one way. They basically,
drunk people.
Yeah, they serve them with cheese, with onions, and with chili, and you can those are the options you have. And literally, and I am not making this up, because they keep the grill just completely filled with burgers at all times,
not good.
because they know when their rush hour is going to be. They give you your burger with your change. You would give them a $20 bill and they go, here's your change and here's your burger, and then get out of here. Go eat at someplace.
Because you're drunk.
You drunk asshole, and you, oh God, but it's so good. The grease would just soak up all the booze. Oh, it's magnificent. Great. Yeah.
They have a
Breathalyzer at the door when
They
you come in.
actually
Yeah.
do have that,
Oh my
right?
God, it's funny.
So you can breathalyze yourself.
Kids, this has been delightful. I am so glad to see all you fine people. This has been just wonderful. Any final words before we go to your Laurel?
Would we like to see how big my hair has gotten today? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let her down.
Okay, here we go.
I feel like we need one of those semis backing up.
I'm
sounds.
going cousin
beep,
it.
beep,
It's
beep.
very big.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't know.
Oh, well.
You can play.
This
us
is
out.
great television, kids.
You
This
can
is
play us out.
this is
Go
you can't beat this with
Play
a
a
stick.
big hair song.
I don't know if this is
Play
the
a video. I
This is
don't
the
know.
video equivalent of dead air.
Play a video.
This is burp. All right. Okay.
It's growing.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, if
here's
you
the big reveal.
You could just
Drum roll.
You could just basically play us off, and it could still be growing.
Eric is just like dot.
I
What
don't
is
know.
happening
What
here?
is- Why?
Laurel is
happening?
from a Hot for Teacher. That's very cool.
Oh,
you
right,
look
right.
like you belong on the back of a motorcycle, on Slash's motorcycle on Sunset Boulevard in like 1987. Right. That's what that looks like.
The answer is I put 2 pens in my hair during the broadcast.
They're still in there?
My hair is this big. It won't even fit in the whole screen. It's
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. You can do the thing you like. Yeah. All right, kids. This has been delightful. We will see you guys next week. I'll be back on Wednesday for a show.
thank you for